Welcome back to Peltsk Drama TV. There is something surreal about Ahn Hyo Seop. The towering presence, the gentle smile, the quiet charisma. But if you rewind time, this was not supposed to be his story. In fact, Ahn Hyo Seop wasn't even supposed to be in the spotlight. He was almost invisible. A rejected trainee, a foreign-born outsider. A shy, awkward boy who stood in the shadow of K-pop giants, yet somehow. Today, he stands as one of the most beloved actors in South Korea. So what really happened? What flipped the script? And how did one unplanned decision unlock everything? This is the untold journey of Ahn Hyo Seop. Stay with us. Born in Seoul but raised in Toronto, Canada, Ahn Hyo Seop's early years were anything but K-drama glamorous. He was a foreigner in two countries, two Korean in Canada, two Western in Korea. He struggled to find his place. His Korean wasn't perfect. He was tall, lanky, quiet, and extremely self-conscious, but he had one dream. He wanted to perform. He wanted to create moments that made people feel something, and so he moved back to Korea without a full plan, without a safety net, chasing a dream that felt like it was already running ahead of him. At just 17, he became a JYP trainee. He trained alongside future stars like GOT7's Jackson Wang. He was good, visually, vocally, even as a dancer. But according to company insiders, something was missing. He lacked the idol aura. He didn't have that spark the industry demanded. Then came the turning point. JYP offered him a spot, but not in the group he trained for. It was a backup plan. He turned it down and, just like that, Ahn Hyo Seop walked away from what many would die for, a K-pop debut. To some, it was foolish. To him, it was survival. What followed was silence, years of auditioning, supporting roles, small web dramas no one remembers. He was still trying to figure it out. Not quite an idol, not quite an actor, just floating. He worked behind the scenes as a part-time translator. He busked on weekends with friends. He stayed humble, grounded, invisible. People around him said he had leading man potential. But the spotlight wouldn't come, not yet. Then came a last-minute audition for a side role in Father is Strange. It wasn't even the lead, but Ahn Hyo Seop showed up and poured his heart into it. When the director saw his tape, they didn't just see a supporting character. They saw depth, timing, quiet magnetism. He was cast and slowly, something shifted. Audiences noticed him. That tall, quiet guy with soft eyes. There was something raw and sincere in his acting. A presence you couldn't ignore. His roles got better. From still 17 to top management, he kept improving. But here's the thing. He was still not the breakout star, always almost there, never quite the face of the show. He admitted in interviews he often questioned himself, was he just filling space? Would he ever lead a series on his own? The public liked him, but the industry wasn't betting on him yet. Then came the offer that would change everything. Not many knew this, but Ahn Hyo Seop wasn't the first choice. Producers weren't sure he could hold the weight of the role, but he fought for it. He studied day and night, worked with real doctors, changed his voice tone, posture, even breathing rhythm. When the show aired, it exploded. Suddenly, people were Googling his name. Fan pages popped up overnight, and just like that, he became more than a promising actor, he became a star. So what really pushed Ahn Hyo Seop to the next level? Not just acting, it was his authenticity. He didn't fake humility. He didn't chase trends. He didn't follow the typical route. He studied philosophy, he reads poetry, he plays 5 instruments, and most of all, he listens. Directors say he shows up early, memorizes everyone's lines, not just his, and asks questions no other actors ask. He is deeply intentional. That's rare. And fans, they feel it. Then came business proposal. A rom-com so simple, yet so effective. And Ahn Hyo Seop, he wasn't playing the role. He was the role, cool, polite, awkward, charming. He made every scene memorable. Even the silences, people didn't just fall for the character. They fell for the man behind it. Suddenly, the boy who wasn't supposed to debut was now the face of modern K-drama romance. Ahn Hyo Seop's fame didn't explode overnight. It simmered, built slowly, organically. And now, he is one of the most in-demand actors in Asia. Fan meets in Thailand, sold-out appearances in the Philippines, Netflix projects, global offers, all pouring in. But he stays grounded. He still says, I'm just learning. Maybe that's the secret. Subscribe for more K-drama untold stories. Leave a comment. What surprised you the most about Ahn Hyo Seop's journey?